cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking? I'm trying to type something up. What it do? What it do? Uh, yeah, what's happening, man? We live, y'all. I was a little caught off guard. Them 30 seconds went by faster than I expected. Hey, y'all been up in the chat for a minute. What what's happening? What that is? Lance Smith. Y'all been in the chat. AJ, y'all been in the chat for a minute. Oh 100. We early. What up, Red? Today was fun. Price action. Okay, paper trade. Shout out 100. 100 say he was paper trade. 100 hit me up on IG a couple times. Uh, Toilet bowl flush and rocket tomorrow. Hey, I'm with it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, 100 say he think a rocket then flush. Now I'm on more on the side of red. Flush then rocket. Um, Flush then rocket. That's what I'm seeing and wanting. Um, Seeing and wanting. Love it though will be a beast when the market gets stable. That's what I'm talking about. What up, Big B? What's up, Tranisha? What's up, Tap Skim? Tap Tap Skim. What's up, man? How y'all felt about the market today, man? I'll peep in a few comments. How y'all felt about the market today, man? Shout out to everybody that's tuning into the replay. I just like to holler at y'all real quick because I don't never shout y'all out, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up on the replay, man. If this your first time tuning in, I save all the sales pitch stuff until the end. So stick around to the end if you want to hear my sales pitch. I just realized I still got my I voted stick on. I went and did my civic duty today. I got my I voted. I'm a Georgia voter. I'm a Georgia voter. Look at me. Hey, mommy, look at me. Yeah, man. What y'all? How y'all felt about the market play too much? Red say market play too much. Been tapping in recently, but new to the live. Hey, what's happening, Ville Spiff? Hey, y'all clap it up for Ville Spiff. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Draco in the building. Draco, drop that link in the chat, Draco. I think it's prolificprophecy.com. I don't know. Put a link in the chat, Draco. Draco texted me the link earlier, but you know when you text it on the phone, you can't see the link. It's just the little icon of the web page. Put the link in the chat, Draco. I think it's prolificprophecy.com. Felt real good. PayPal ran pretty much all day, made over 100%. Y'all clap it up for Stacks Currency. Y'all, oh, that's a mean little name now, Stacks. Stacks Currency. Y'all clap it up for Stacks Currency. Appreciate that. Appreciate that for sharing that with us, man. That's a motivation because I ain't do nothing today. I was chilling. Oh, I tell you what I did today after I clocked out. I clocked out at like 10:55 on the Rizil. I'm running my mouth like I ain't got to share my screen. Hold on, let me go ahead and open up my I ain't opened up my Ninja Trade or nothing. Let's get to it, man. Y'all see I'm dragging. I just got back from picking up my wife's stuff. She ordered some stuff from what you call it? The place with all the candles and the soaps and the body sprays and all that. What's the name of the place? Bath and Body Works. Yeah, Bath and Body Works. That's what it is. I just got back from picking that up, picking her stuff up for her. She ordered online. She told me, I'm glad you said you'll pick it up because I sure put your name down as a person to pick it up for me. Yeah, I appreciate that, Hitler. You always on it. You too, Colleen. Did I mess it up? Colleen? Yo, you too. Appreciate that, man. I, Come on, man. Let's get into it, man. I'm all over. Oh, that's what I was gonna say, man. After I clocked out at 10:55 today, I was like, man, I'm clocking out. I was just watching the market cause it was crazy. But I got on Twitter, of all places. I rarely be on Twitter. I got on Twitter today, and when I tell you ICT put on a clinic today, man, this man put on a clinic today, man. This man, I'm gonna tell you like this. I felt semi good because the majority of the stuff that he was saying in the tweets I had either already peeped it or when he said it, I saw exactly what he was talking about. It was like a few things that he said on there, and I was like, "What you talking about, Willis?" You know what I'm saying? Like one of them that he said, one of them he tweeted, he was like, if they want to run stops at 30, I think it was like 38, 82 or 38 something, where should price not go? You know what I'm saying? And so I'm looking at the highs. I'm like, it shouldn't go to the highs first, you know what I'm saying, before, like, you know what I'm saying, before they go down there and run them stocks. Because if they go down there and don't run it and then come back up, I'm like, you know what I'm saying, if we trying to run the lows, we shouldn't go and make new highs, right? And then somebody put in the chat like some weird number like 3904. And I'm like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like afterwards, I kind of thought I figured it out afterwards. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, that must be around equilibrium. If they go up there, it's going into like a premium. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking like later. And then I saw somebody put something, tweeted something like in a response, talk about it's a fair value gap there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know. So I got confused on that. But I was in my mind, I'm like, okay, that's like roughly equilibrium. And if it get up there, we in a premium, you know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 whatever. But anyway, that man put on a clinic. He put on a clinic and he said he gonna be doing a live Twitter space on Monday. Like he said he gonna test it tomorrow, and then on Monday he gonna do a live. Instead of tweeting it, he gonna be actually talking. You know what I'm saying? He ain't, like just like today, he ain't telling you when to get in. He just gonna be I point, you shoot. You know what I'm saying? He just gonna be verbalizing what he was tweeting today. That's what he said he gonna be doing on Monday. It was fine. That man put on a clinic. He see that price action, like the way he see that price action, man. I felt pretty good because I was keeping up. You know what I'm saying? I still got a long way to go, but I was keeping up. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into the price action for the day, man. If you ask me, sloppity slop slop slop. Do. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Don't get offended if your opinion ain't the same. But my opinion for my trading style and for what I trade, do. Like so breaking down the price action. I ain't trading nothing today, but I'm just gonna go through it and see what it did and see if there was any potentials to do anything. Right? So starting out from yesterday. Oh, and I put this line down here that say 512 lows. Shout out anybody that was on the live this morning. You know what I'm saying? If you was on the live this morning, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Oh, that's what's up, 100. Put a 1 in the chat if you was on the live today. 100 say he did it without him. You know what I'm saying? That what's up, 100. Seeing it like a Hulk. So on the live today, I was talking about how we had on all the indices was like trading down, right? But the Dow was the only one that had run the lows. The Dow was the only one that had run the lows. Let me put these on the daily candles. Right? So them 512 lows are right here. Right here. These are the 512 lows for the ES, the NASDAQ, and the Dow. Those are the 512 lows. That's the 512 candle, should I say. And the Dow was the only one. Probably can't see that because that bar timer in the way down there. Let me I just scooted up. The Dow was the only one. Yeah, you can't hardly see them wicks. Them wicks so little. Get it, show them wicks a little better. Boom. The Dow was the only one that had run them lows. The NASDAQ came super close. And then the ES, like I was saying before, the ES was 1 point off. Like the lower that candle on the live, I was showing the lower that candle was 38.56, and then the low was 38.55. It was 1 point away from running them lows. And I said I did not like that because that set up what? What did that set up? Somebody put in the chat and tell me what this is right here that I'm circling the mouse around from there to over here. What is that right there? I'm gonna keep saying this until somebody put it in the chat. From there to over here. 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 From there, I'm gonna keep saying it until somebody put it in the chat. From there to over here. From there to over here. There you go. Relative equal lows. Here to learn. Let me see. Low Doc. Doc was the first one. Lows equal. Here to learn and share. Relative equal lows. Somebody said fair value gap. We gonna get into that and see. 100 being fancy with the equal sign. Everybody got it. Everybody equal low. Red. Delwyn. Support. That's what some people call it. I ain't mad at you. Some people call it support. I used to call it support. I don't call it support no more. I call it relative equal lows now. Either equal lows or relative equal lows. I used to call it support. Equal who? Khalid, I'm gonna chalk it up to a typo, got an A right next to the and then look a big B. You worse than Quantity, man. REL. What you? It's a singing group. Shout out to everybody. I'm just giving everybody some love on the chat, man, just so everybody can see their name up there that they actually got their what's the name in while I was going from there to over here, from there to over here. I don't like that because relative equal lows and relative equal highs are magnets. They're a draw on liquidity. Those relative equal lows are messing with my bullish thesis. Those relative equal lows are messing with the time frame I need to get back up to where I need to get up to. Yesterday, doggone Walmart and Target Walmart and Target in themselves are not big enough to move the market like that. But since retail is so trash, it's shifting the whole sentiment of the money baggers, the people with the change. They ain't willing to do something strange for the change because the retail is doo-doo right now. So when retail going doo-doo, everything, inflation, interest rates, oil skyrocketing, wars over in overseas, people trying to take over the currency, not the currency stable, but like the currency reserve from the dollar. People trying to do all kind of crazy stuff in the world, man. So the big money people yesterday, it was like, forget it, throw it in the towel. We saw the fall from grace, right? So then today we sold down. I said, okay, dig it. We already ran lows on the Dow. We're gonna run lows on the NQ. We're gonna run lows on the ES, and then we're gonna go ahead and get us a little pop between today and tomorrow, right? We came all the way down here. This little booger came all the way down here at 5:45 candle this morning and stopped 1 point away from running them lows and turned around and ain't never looked back. I said, you got to be kidding me. So here we go. We coming in. We came up to this fair value gap right here, right? When I went live this morning, I said we in the middle of the road. I said we in the middle of the road. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know which way we gonna go today. I didn't have no clear indication on which way we was gonna go. Well, Tim, why you have no clear indication? I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers, because we stopped shy of running lows at the 5:45 candle, right? And then when we started coming up here, we got to this fair value gap and then pulled back to this fair value gap right here. You see what I'm saying? So at the 8 o'clock candle, we started pulling back and we came to this fair value gap right here. And then we started, you know what I'm saying, going back up. And the market opened, because when I was on live when the market opened, we was right around here. So we was in the middle of the road, and there's no clear shot on this leg of, oh, I got to go run this, aside from these relative equal lows, equal highs right here. You know what I'm saying? These equal highs right here, I'm like, those cannot be the short-term target. And guess what? for today, those was the short-term target. And I don't like that because we need to run these lows here, these highs. I keep saying lows. We need to run these lows so we can get on back up because the Dow already ran their lows. The Dow ran their lows already. So we need the NASDAQ and the ES to go ahead and run their lows because they too close to these lows not to run them. You see what I'm saying? They gonna come back and run them. And the further we get up, the further we got to fall back down to run these lows. So that's why I don't like that, little Timmy Rogers. So then this is the lows from 5/18, which was Tuesday, I think. No, yesterday. These are the lows from yesterday. This with this brown, this goldish color line right here. I got it marked 5/18, right? We was flirting around with this area right here, right? So now before we even got up there, I marked this low right here because y'all already know how I feel about the previous day's lows and highs. Those be like significant draws. Those be significant magnets for price action. Today, price action was stuck at yesterday's lows. And then dig this. If you get a fib, right, after we made this high up here, I started looking for some entry points. I started looking for some entry points like in the afternoon because this morning ain't do nothing. So once we made these equal highs up here, I said, let me find some entry points to see if I can find something to hit, right? Boom. So I ran fibs on it like this right here. Boom, right? And I was like, okay, this is the area I need to be looking for it to come back to. But guess what? I do not see in that area none of my entry requirements, no fair value gap. The only thing that's there are equal lows. These equal lows right here. And guess where I needed price to get to? Boom. I needed price to at least come down to right there. Let me move this off to the side for a minute. I needed price to come down to there before it go back up. Well, Tim, why you want price to come there? I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers, because for these equal highs right here, right, in order for us to blast off the way I want us to blast off and break these highs, I want to see us come down and run and stop out the people who went long right here. All the people that went long in this pullback right here, came back this fair value gap, boom, they went long here. Before we take out these equal highs, I needed to come down here and stop these people out. Eat up this liquidity, at least to here, preferably to there. And my really, really big wish is coming all the way down here and running this liquidity down here so that we can take off. So, didn't get that setup that I wanted, right? And then shout out ICT. He put in the thing, he said, run your fibs from since we opened at 9:30 to the high right now, right? So we're going to go to the low after we open, which would be right there. That's the 10 o'clock low. That low right there is 8:45. That's before we open. So I'm going to run it from that low, and then I'm going to run it to that high right there. And lo and behold, what's at equilibrium? That low from yesterday. Remember when I told you them lows be like magnets, be magnets for price action and all of that right there? Look where it is. It just so happened to be at equilibrium. And it just so happened to be where price was stuck. Well, Tim, why was price stuck there? I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers, because look at this here. You chopping around, chop style, chop style, go to premium, come back down to discount, go to premium, come back down to discount. That's why it was stuck. Premium, discount. Premium, discount. Every time it got the premium, it sold off hard. Hit the discount, bought up hard. Got up in premium, sold down hard. Chopper style, chop it up. Premium, discount. Premium, discount. And it was stuck right there at yesterday's lows. And yesterday's lows just happened to be, that's why you know we trading with, that's why I call them market algos. When I talk about the market, I be talking about algos. You know what I'm saying? When I be talking about the market makers, I be talking about algos. We trading with computers, man. These computers know that them lows was right there. So they bought it up far enough for them lows to be 50%, for them lows to be equilibrium. And they did what? Premium, discount, premium discount for the entire day. For the entire day. We trade with computers, man. We trade with computers. So, if you right here, that would have been one long you could have went for. I was saying I was gonna look for, like, if you was bullish, we came up, we broke these highs right here, left a fair value gap there, traded back down into that fair value gap. You could have took a long off that fair value gap right there. If you would have got in here, that's one entry possible. That one right there gave you a second entry possibility, and you could have rolled it all the way up to, it didn't quite get there on this run. It didn't, did it? Oh, yes it did. You could have rolled it all the way up to the highs right there at 11:45. That would have been a nice futures trade. It wasn't no good options trade for me. That's why I didn't take it, because the price action was so trash. And it's like, and then when this happened, options wasn't even open yet. And once we got into the time for options to be going, the price actions was so trash. It didn't give me no setup that I be looking for. And then even if it did give a setup, I wasn't gonna take it anyway, because the way it was trading, it wasn't trading enough to make it worthwhile for me if I wasn't doing a same day expiration. It wasn't moving far enough. It wasn't moving far enough to get like a week out. It wasn't moving far enough, and I wasn't risking getting like one for tomorrow because the price action been so trash. On the short side, ain't nobody trading this late right here. That's the end of the day. On the short side, I'm not seeing anything on the 15-minute. Let's drop down and see if we can see something right up in this area or this area right here. That's lunchtime, so nobody probably was trading during that time, but I'm gonna look at it anyway because it made those equal highs. So that could have been, this could have been a trade, right? This could have been a short trade right here when it ran up, made these equal highs. This on the 5-minute. You probably could have caught some a little bit lower, but since it's set up on the 5-minute, I already know it's a setup lower, because this either 1, 2, 3, 4 candles gave you opportunity to get in. It's like you did boom, 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 boom. You ran these highs right here. Once you ran them highs, it's like you was coming down. You left a fair value gap, traded back up into that fair value gap. This right here didn't break the highs. If you got in here, this would have, shook you a little bit. But if your stop was there or above these highs, you was good. And then you could have rolled that all the way down to here. That was the lowest you could have rolled it to. But I don't see a realistic target on this. If I was in the futures or in options taking that trade, it would have never got, because my target would have been here. My first target would have been there. My ultimate target would have been like down below the lows. But this would have been my first target right there, and we never hit it. More than likely this would have been my first target, because this swing low in the middle there. This would have been my first target. So, but that could have been, a futures trade there for somebody. It was a setup. It was a takeable setup. It just, in hindsight, it didn't get to the target. So we don't know that. So that was a trade on the short side. But again, it was like during the time when I don't trade. So I wouldn't have seen that, which I didn't see it because I wasn't really watching it like that. I kept peeking back here while I was on the couch. And then afternoon, I ain't seeing nothing until the end of the day. I ain't seeing no setup to the end of the day. Let's drop down lower and check this run up at the end of the day right there and see if there's anything in there. Drop down to Old Faithful. Nothing on Old Faithful. It never came back to the fair value gap right here. It came close to it. It came wick for wick to it, but I wouldn't have got picked up on that. So it ain't giving nothing. It ain't giving, I don't have an entry. I don't have my particular entry on here. Check the 1 minute one last time. If I'm going too fast, somebody say long some better. Say Tim long some better. Okay, it gave a pickup on the 1 minute off the fair value gap when it ran up. Came down, left a fair value gap here. Traded back up into it. We broke this low right here, came up, left a fair, it traded back up into the fair value gap, went down. So on the 1 minute, it would have picked up, but I wouldn't have got that because I rarely drop down to the 1 minute. I usually stop at the 2 minute. But that if you drop to the 1 minute, that is a trade. We ran up, ran up, you know what I'm saying? Made a new high, made a new high, made a new high, broke a low, left a gap, traded it down like that right there. Boom. That's that old melting butter setup that Lex be talking about. New high, new swing high, swing low, new swing high, swing low, new swing high, swing low, break that swing high, break that swing low, lead the fair value gap, trade back up to right there. That's the entry point right there where you broke that swing at for the melting butter. I take it off the fair value gap like uphill, but when it trade back up into it, that's the entry point as far as how Lex do it, if I ain't mistaken. Then sell it down. If you took it on the 1 minute, that you did have a short setup at the end of the day. I didn't see it because it ain't set up on my time frame that I see. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna pretend like I be seeing everything. I ain't see it. If I would have been trading, I would have missed it. Only thing I did today was I bought a few shares in my mama account, some stuff. Some stuff hit some prices that I liked. I sweated a couple bullets over my calls that I'm getting beat in the head on. The ones that's gonna go to zero tomorrow. But I have made that money back off of like shorter term plays that I was telling y'all about. Yeah, man, that's it on the price action, man. Anybody got anything? Anybody got anything? Where we at? Let me see what the chat talking about. What y'all talking about in the chat? I appreciate you. I went back too far. I seen all that. Seen that. I went back a long way. Be like water. Fair value gaps. What'd you say? Fair value gaps can get us there if they want to. Yeah. Be like water. SPX 3720 lotto. For what expiration you talk about? 3727 lotto on the SPX. Oh, I ain't look at Spylene. Y'all ain't tell me I ain't look at Spylene, man. Y'all supposed to be like Tim. You ain't even look at Spylene. What you tripping on? Hey, Holmes, what you tripping on, Holmes? You ain't look at Spylene. You ain't look at Spy. Oh, spiggity, Spy. Look at you, baby. Oh, man. Look, see? I thought, look at that, man. That would have been the perfect pop. Remember when I was talking about, you know what I'm saying, pop in the beginning of the week, pull back the middle of the week, pop at the end of the week. Man, if we could have closed uphill, man, that would have been a nice little pop for the day. If we get a pop tomorrow, we still got time to get a little pop tomorrow. End the week on a let me see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We got to get above. If we close above 400, if we close above, let me see, what we open up at. We open up at 399.98. If we close above 400 tomorrow, that'd be a green week. We'll close the week green. If we close above 400, that'll be love. So this morning, they was flirting. The ES was down here flirting around these lows. Oh, let me go to the ES. I already talked about that. But Spylene, what I want from Spylene, overnight, I want the ES to go ahead and run them lows down there at what I said it was 55, 38.55. Overnight, I want to go ahead and run them lows overnight. I ain't gonna hold you. I do not want to leave these equal lows down here. You know what I'm saying? I want to run them lows because look at that. We got a nice fair value gap right there. I do not want to trade up into this fair value gap just to get pushed back down. That's why I want to run these lows first. You see what I'm saying? I know I'm supposed to be talking about Spylene, but this dealing with Spylene too. Leaving these equal lows and going up from here is a recipe just to come to this fair value gap right here. It's a recipe just to come there and come back down. You see what I'm saying? Hit this fair value gap, come back down, then run them lows tonight. Then go ahead and get it on up and just blow through this fair value gap. Let's come get that liquidity first. then just boom, blow through that fair value gap. But anyway, Spylean, wait a minute, he said 37.20. Wait a minute, what you said? What you said? Lotto? What Lotto did he say? 37.20 Lotto. Man, if you don't stop playing with me, if you don't stop playing with me way down there to the downside, you about to get kicked out. Where the block button at? Where the block button at? You better get out of here, deal with some 37.20. You know what I'm saying? Spylean, I want ES to run them lows tonight so we can go ahead and get up. Same thing on the spot. If we start pushing up, just start pushing straight up tomorrow without running the lows, you know what I'm saying? Without running the lows, we got the same setup. Going up in here. Boom. Going up in there. Like the ES, them lows the ES got to run down here. You know what I'm saying? It's going to bring us back to the same little area, you know what I'm saying, and push us back down. You know, I take it. If we get up there tomorrow, I take it. I'm closing everything except my leaps. We get up there tomorrow, closing everything except my leaps. And take it by profit. You feel me? What else we got over there? Don't check out nothing, 100. Don't check out nothing. Looks like we might be in for another dead cat bounce. We can dead cat bounce all they want to. Dead cat bounces, you can make money during them dead cat bounces. Market was up slightly, but Apple dragged it down. Yeah, that's what I was talking about yesterday when Mark came on. Anybody that was still on yesterday, when Mark pulled up, we was I was talking about how everybody else, like in tech and like the growth names, been getting beat up. Now they starting to beat up the big boys. They started to beat up Apple and Microsoft. The big dogs getting beat up right now. That's why I say the market gonna settle down in a minute because they done beat up everybody else. Now they beating up the big dogs. And if you notice, a lot of them other ones was getting love. Like they was trying to show Nvidia some love today. You know what I'm saying? They was showing some other stuff. They was showing them beat up stocks some love today. Just couldn't tell because Apple was slide. Apple slid to like 137. They say me and you both. Me and you both. Second week, it will close green. You say the second week? Nah, this gonna be the first. This gonna be the first week in a minute. Yeah, we ain't had no green closure. We had no green closure on the week since way back in March. All these weeks been ugly. Unless you was talking about something else. What am I? Oh, I'm like, where did my day go? And y'all can see my screen. Forget about it. Rolling with I'm rolling with SPY 385 puts tomorrow. Looking to be out before 11. I feel you. I feel you. They say hopium is a grizzly bear. It's a grizzly bear down there. Look at 3-1 ES low weekly. 3-1 weekly. Yeah, matter of fact, them the low. I was like, if we hit these lows, might as well come to these lows. Hit these lows, might as well come to these lows. That's what we was talking about before when we was running lows over here. Before we wicked up off it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, we hit these lows, might as well go to them lows. Them one of the lows I was talking about. When I was like, this swing low right here, if we hit that, we gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's like just choo-choo downhill. Like coming way downhill somewhere. That's what we was talking about back when we was getting ready to run these lows downhill. So yeah. Them the lows right there. Who that is? Delwin. Them the lows that Delwin talking about right there. Down there at 371, 372. Somewhere around there. Close enough for government work. You and net. I don't know what you and net is. I don't know what that is. Possibility to be that sideways. Yep. Possibility to be that sideways action. Uh-huh. Yep, I picked up a couple apples today for sure. I got some apple today too. OPEX. That's OPEX. That's this OPEX trading. This OPEX trading. A whole lot of volatility, a whole lot up and down. You know what I'm saying? It's to be expected because people, you know what I'm saying, people closing and opening contracts. You know what I'm saying? When you close a big contracts, you know what I'm saying? You selling off these or you buying these, it's gonna be move. You know what I'm saying? You sell a lot, drop, buy a lot, up, sell a lot, drop, buy a lot, up. It's like you opening and closing contracts because you have to. So it's gonna be a lot of volatility. It's expected. You know what I'm saying? They throwing a block party and 390 puts tomorrow. 390 puts tomorrow. It says it's gonna be a block party. It's gonna drop it like it's hot. Wondering what effect defaulting on the I don't know. I ain't gonna hold you. I do not know. Sri Lanka. I don't know. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna play like I know. I think that's it, man. I think that's it. I if anybody wanna pull up, ask something, say something, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. While I'm waiting to see if anybody pull up, say something. Sales pitch time. Y'all hit the like button if y'all like this. If y'all got anything out of it, y'all share it with a cousin that might get something out of it. Shout out to cousin Draker. Draker gonna pull up, do a Tim's Tidbit takeover this Sunday. I think it's prolificprophecy.com. I think it's prolificprophecy.com. Let's see. Let's check that. Let's check that and see. Share my screen. Share my screen. Okay. Prolific. How you spell prolific? FIC? Is it prolific? Prophecy? I can't spell. Somebody spell prophecy. I'm gonna hang up on y'all IG. I can't spell. I need Siri. Hey Siri, spell prophecy.
Prophecy. PROPHECY.
I was close. I ran out of gas at the end. Okay, it ain't that. Let me see what it is. I got to get it right. It is prolific prosperity. That's what it is. That's why. It's prolific prosperity. Prosperity. Prosperity.com. That's it right there. It's prolificprosperity.com. I've been saying prolific prophecy all this time. Draco been letting me say the wrong thing all this time. Shout out Draco. prolificprophecy.com. She gonna be pulling up this Sunday to do a Tim's Tidbit takeover, and she gonna be breaking down like budget and stuff. See how I say build your wealth, all that. Who don't know Draco? That's Draco right there. Like a Mark, man, get Mark off the page, man. But yeah, prolificprosperity.com. Shout out Draco, man. She gonna pull up and share some budgeting type stuff with us on Sunday. Next Sunday after Draco, the cousin Tivo gonna pull up and drop some gems. On June the 5th, so the 22nd, Draker, the 29th, TiVo, June the 2nd, P Dub, and that's it for right now. That's it for right now. For the Tim's Tidbit takeovers. So Draker, TiVo, P Dub, right? I'm trying to lock down AJ. I'm trying to lock down Q. Q on vacation. AJ, it's AJ being AJ. She got jet set and doing her thing. www.thenewtli.com. Go get you some Spider Gang merch. I got options. I buy them, I sell them. That's what I'm rocking today. Yesterday, y'all seen me. I had on the discipline over dollars. Right? www.thenewtlr.com. Get out the way. Dog, don't y'all hate when the little ass be popping up in the corner? I'm thinking I'm typing, and the doggone ads popping up in the little email notification. Not ads, but little email notifications. TLR.com. Get you some Spider Gang merch. Right? Spider Gang merch. Y'all pull up, get some Spider Gang merch. Shout out Lex. Y'all support Lex. Support my daughter, Alexandria Cartwright. Go to shopwealthwalk.com. Shout out to homie Zay. Pull up on Zay. Stock Zay on IG. He run the group called The Runners. Shout out Zay. Scott's Creation. The real Travis Scott, culinary genius. Scott's Creation on Instagram. Y'all support the homie. Anybody else that I forgot, blame it on my head, not my heart. I'm almost 50. I'll be forgetting stuff. Y'all know what the lick read. Trade what you see. Trade safe out here in these COVID field, inflation field streets out here. I see y'all tomorrow at 6:30. We're gonna be doing the weekly wrap up. Tomorrow Friday. We're gonna do the weekly wrap up. Come ready to, share what you learned. What you did good, what you did bad, what you learned, what you could have did better. Sharing is caring. It's another cousin out there that probably be struggling with that same thing, but because you so nice and so kind to share, then they'll get the answer they were scared to, they'll get the answer to the question they were scared to ask. See y'all tomorrow at 6:30, man. Appreciate y'all. Gone. Yep.